Hi, I'm Karen Nade with ProjectSocial. I'm so glad you found this video. If you're a busy person who wants to be involved in social media, but you don't have the time to sit in front of your computer and post on Twitter throughout the day, you won't want to miss this great tip. I actually learned this tip from Guy Kawasaki at the Facebook Success Summit, so you know it's got to be a good one. Today I want to show you a great social media ninja trick for publishing content. One of the best content strategies for Twitter is to post links to articles that you find interesting, telling people, hey, I like this and think you will too. It's a great way to build credibility amongst your fans. Begin by finding and subscribing to email newsletters that send you collections of links to great articles each day, specifically articles that relate to your industry. As a social media professional, I receive 3 of these newsletters each day. The first one, as you can see, is from a group called Media Bistro, and they publish 2 different newsletters. One is called All Twitter, and the other is called All Facebook. And they post many great articles each day, so it's an easy way to get a recap. Another one is called Smart Brief on social media, and I really like Smart Brief because you can find great content, and it comes from all over the web, not just 1 or 2 websites. Now, here is the ninja tool. It's an app called Buffer. There's Buffer. You can find it by going to BufferApp.com. Now, Buffer has both free and paid products, but I find the free one is perfect for my needs. So first you want to sign up for an account with Buffer, connect your Twitter account to Buffer, and then you're going to go onto the goodies page. You can download the plugins, which can be attached to your browser. Now, what it looks like after you've added the Buffer plugin onto your browsers. So first, we're going to look at it in Firefox, and it is right down here. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can see it, that little tiny thing right there. And if you look for it on Rockmelt, which is the other browser I tend to use, it's right up here. There's that button that you can see, and that's it. Next, after we've added the plugin to the browsers, you want to set up your schedule for posting. Buffer's going to give you some suggested times, and you just want to be sure that you've set up the proper time zone. The default is on GMT, which means that if it says it's going to post at 4 o'clock, that means 4 o'clock in England. So you can see here the times that I use. So now you're all set up and you're ready to go. This, to me, is where the fun part begins. So I'm going to go back to my Media Bistro and Smart Brief emails, and I'm going to look and see if I can find an article, look for some content that I want to share on Twitter. So this one looks pretty interesting. How much is a Twitter follower worth? So I'm going to click on that, and then I'll browse it and say, yeah, that looks good. That looks like something that I would want to tweet about on Twitter. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to click Add to the Buffer, and it gives me it's already filled in. It gives me a suggested tweet. Now, this is still editable. I could put in hashtags if I wanted. I could get rid of all Twitter. I could put somebody else's name on it. It doesn't matter. I have the ability to edit this. And then, now you're sitting here probably thinking, this looks like a lot of other Twitter tools, Karen. Why is this one so great? Here's the beauty of Buffer. I can either post it right now, or which would make it like a lot of other tools, but with Buffer, I can add the article to my buffer. Okay, you're probably getting sick of hearing me say that word buffer. What does that mean? What that means is that I am creating a queue of tweets, or really like a vault of content that I'm going to post on Twitter. And Buffer will schedule it and post it for me automatically throughout the day. Now, Buffer allows you to store up to 10 tweets, and when you have no more tweets left in your buffer, you're going to get an email that looks like this. You can see this is just a friendly reminder that you have no tweets left in your @ProjSocial buffer. So when that happens, I go back to my emails, I find content that I want, I add them to the buffer, and it takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and before you know it, I have enough content for 2 days worth of tweets. They're scheduled throughout the day, and it kind of allows me to go on autopilot just a bit. Now, so why would a person, though, want to use Buffer for posting something right now? The real reason for that is because Buffer has some amazing analytics. Okay, so you see here the pending tweets. These are the ones I'm going to be posting. But then here's the analytics. I love this. Sometimes I post things and I ask myself, did anybody ever click on this? Buffer's going to tell you which posts were the most popular. For example, here's one that I tweeted called 3 Reasons That Using Apps for Posting on Facebook Works Again. I'm going to even zoom in on that because I think that one's kind of important. So look at this one. I had 32 people who clicked on this. 2,500 people, 2,577 people actually saw it, but 32 people clicked on it. Here's another one. Google is not a social network. 16 people clicked on this one. Okay, and then there's one other one to show you. This one was retweeted right here, and which means that not only did my 2,500 fans see it, but whoever saw it, their fans were also added to it as well. So Buffer really helps you to determine what content are you posting is of any use to anybody else. So there you have it, my newest posting trick. I hope it helps, and if you want to learn more about social media, check out my website, which is www.ProjectSocial.net, or follow me on Twitter. My handle is @ProjSocial. Have a very social day.